What's going on, everybody? It's DS1 Ross, represent the New Black Alliance. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep Radio. I'm back, talk to you guys, you know, and just give y'all some useful information. Good start to the new year so far. Hope it's been good for y'all. Stay focused on y'all plans and just continue to build, family. But tonight, I want to talk about redefining cool. And cool. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how we are going to redefine cool in 2017 for our children, you know? Because I feel that our children think the wrong things are cool. And like I spoke on in my last video, which y'all could check out right now, Cyborg Youth. That was my last live stream. And I was speaking on how the kids are programmed, you know, by the media, by the internet, and by the propaganda that's blasted out by these people. And as you can see, our children think the wrong things are cool because what they're being exposed to on the television, in movies, and on the internet. What they're sharing online, you could tell that they think those things are cool. So I'm gonna ask you, family, do y'all feel that our children need a new way to define things? And I'm asking that because I notice a lot of parents, they promote the ignorance. They pay for it. They they give their time to it. They pacify these children with it. You know, a lot of these parents think their kids things is cool, so their child grow up idolizing and admiring material possessions. You see, and then your child starts to love what you give them and not love you, and that's not cool. But see, I feel like a lot of times the parents are not really psychologically locked in to their children. And this is what we have to start doing, family. We have to start understanding and cultivating our children, or else we will lose them to the internet. Like now, I just noticed this with a lot of young kids that take pictures. They think Putting up their hand in the shape of a gun is cool. Throwing up gang signs is cool. You know, getting drunk on camera is cool. Smoking on camera is cool. Having sex on camera is cool. These are the things that they find cool because these are the things that they share. These are the things that they look at. These are the things that they even talk about. So, parents, if you wonder why these children are so disrespectful, won't you take a look at what they're looking at every day? They looking at the same type of things every day. So these things program you. See, the oldest form of programming is repetition. That's the first form of programming also. So the more and more you see something, the more and more you become desensitized to it. So it's nothing for you to see it. And then after a while, once you start seeing your friends going through it and you may go through it a few times, you may become numb to it. This is why you can have a good kid turn bad because we're not setting a new standard on what's cool. We're letting what these media outlets and these social media sites dictate what's cool to our children. You see? And I'm not saying turn your child into a nun, but you gotta protect your children nowadays, family. You gotta protect them by what they watch, by what they listen to, the filter. Because it's easy for your child to get caught up in things nowadays. It's easy for your child to lose their life. And it could all start from a YouTube video, from you allowing them to watch certain things, for you allowing them to listen to certain things. And then if you're going to allow them to listen to certain things, give them an explanation behind certain things. Don't just let it fall on them. Because once you let it fall on them, they're going to take it and run with it how they want to do it. And it could cost them their life. It could cost them their freedom. So redefining cool for 2017, family, is let's start making the fundamentals cool again. Like reading. Why isn't black men promoting reading as something cool? So I challenge all men that's conscious and that have a platform or that's building a platform. I challenge y'all to challenge these young men to read more. To read more. 30 minutes a night. No video games. Read. And challenge them to read things that'll challenge their mind. Not always, something that they like a comic book or something. Give them something of substance. This is what we got to do if we call ourselves conscious black men. We have to begin to walk in that consciousness. So we have to pass this on to our children. And by using alchemy, we could transform these things into things being cool. and create symbols. See, we got to be the symbol. We got to show them what's cool, what's not cool. You know, it's not cool to not read, no, to not be informative. That's not cool. Black man, black son, black woman, that's not cool. In this world that we in this system that we live in, time to not know certain things. You see? So for 27 is not cool anymore. It's time to level up. You see? When are we gonna get tired of that? Getting drunk, waking up, not knowing what happened, that's not cool anymore. Donald Trump is about to be the president. Think we got time for that? This is why we must start to redefine and recontextualize what we say and what we do. That's part of getting on code, family. See, we could still use certain terms, but let's recontextualize it. What is cool in 2017? What is going to be cool? What's cool? Being informative, black man, is cool. Conscious about your health is cool. Black woman, you see, of what you say out of your mouth is cool. Young black man, young black woman. And that's very important because a lot of our children is being chastised over the things that they saying. But see, that comes from a lack of discipline on their parents' part. See, growing up, I knew what to say and what not to say and how to say it when I was young because I was chastised if I didn't. Today, I can go and be in certain places and get a certain level of respect because how I carry myself, how I speak to people. A lot of times it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I had to start to realize that, and I still have to catch myself sometimes with my children. Sometimes I catch myself and be like, you being a little bit too harsh, you know, simmer down. Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes you could be saying the right things, but saying it the wrong way. So it might fall on deaf ears. So we have to explain that to our children, family. Watch what you say, young man. Watch how you say it. Because a lot of times that could turn a good situation into a bad situation or a bad situation into a worse situation. Communication, tone, etiquette when you speaking. You see, we got to get back to the basics to redefine cool. Proper communication between each other is cool. So we gotta understand how to talk to one another. It's cool. What else I said? Women being health conscious. That's cool. That's very important. I feel like the woman is the doctor of the home. She can make sure everybody's healthy by what she cook you, or she can make sure. you know, cater to people getting sick in the house by what she cooked. So it's very important that our women understand their health, understand their bodies. Men too. So like women, women keep men sharp on those things, you know? Not being materialistic is cool for 2017. And the reason why I say that is because I noticed that materialism is destroying the fabric of our people. We get on these social media things and we see all of this stuff, and you know, we let what we see affect our relationships. So if you constantly see these these extravagant things that you really don't have at this time, or it's something that really shouldn't interest you because it's more important things that you should be focused on. You should be focused on getting your finances right before spending, you see? But it's hard when when you're bombarded with it. That's why I say it's propaganda. And it's all to make us consumers. And that destroys relationships between one another. Because you may be in a partnership with a person, you may be in business with a person, and one person may aspire cars, clothes, and jewelry, and and the partner may aspire to continue to build a business. So the partner that aspire to spend their money, when they get broke, they're gonna try to go to the partner and leech off him, which can in turn destroy the business. So for 2017, family is being financially literate. So let's start getting on our financial game and understanding what to do with our money instead of being wasteful. That's not cool. That's why we're the biggest consumers, but the least business owners. Why are we spending billions of dollars a year when we're not when that money is not recycling back to us? That money is not a resource to us. Money is a tool. It's to us. Our money should be resourceful to us. Let's make that cool in 2017. To pull back from spending so much money on things we don't need. That's just being materialistic, being wasteful. You see? And I'm saying this because a lot of Black people are always asking, well, what's the solution for our people? What could we do? How can we get out of this? But the problem is layered. So we have to attack the problem on different layers. So whatever skill you have, take it and use it to work in that field in changing our issue. So if you specialize in banking and finances, start teaching your people about how to get out of debt, how to invest their money. Start teaching that. We want to know that. There's a market for that. You see? We want to keep asking those questions. But we need to be, the answer to those questions is, what part could you play in fixing the problem? And the way we do that, from my perspective, is let's start to redefine things. Let's start to recontextualize what we call cool, what's hot, what's dope. And we have to do it with the youth. We have to start it from the children. And that's how you start to build future leaders. Because these issues are not going to be solved overnight. It may take a few generations. So we have to start with our children. You can't lead nobody else if you can't lead your household. So you have to start with your children. Redefine cool to them. You see, we got the wrong idea. And this is why we remain at the bottom. And until we raise up as an entire race, then guess what? We're not going to never get any respect. Because, see, no matter how much celebrities we have or people that have money, the world is going to continue to always look down on us because there's only a few. You see? So let's start to recontextualize our words and actions. Let's start really implementing the word why. Let's start doing everything with a purpose. Everything. And the underlying purpose is for Black empowerment. The underlying purpose should be for Black empowerment. If your underlying purpose isn't that, then either you're not with the movement, or if you are, think again. You see? That's what we must do. We must really start asking ourselves why. And is my actions going to empower to the empowerment of my family and my people? And that's if you serious, because sleep radio. So you already know, if that's not how you feel, hey, but if you serious about the change, about the evolution of your people, about the progression of us, asking yourself that, important, is it really worth it? Because either you part of the problem or you part of the solution. And the way we can tell that, and through your actions, because you could say one thing but do another. So just understand, if you're representing Black empowerment, at all times, people are watching you. People are watching how you behave. They're watching how you respond. They're watching what you post online. So just understand that. Practice what you preach. And you're going to practice what you preach when you understand why you do what you do. And that, and once you can understand why, that'll lead you to the answer on who you are. Because see, you can't redefine anything if you never defined it in the beginning. You see? See, when you conscious, when you aware of what was defined for you, see, cool was defined for us. And it's being defined for our children by what they put on TV for them to watch and by what they put on the computer for them to look at. It's cool. It's okay. It's acceptable. But see, once you become aware, because that's all conscious is, once you become aware, then you can redefine what's cool, what's acceptable, and what can fly and what can't. This is DS1 Ross, represent the New Black Alliance. Make sure y'all like, comment, share. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, family. Might talk to y'all later on tonight. If not, good night. Peace.